So welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to take us through how to use the Power Query on the Power BI. So and some of the things I'm going to teach us is how to use the delimiter, how to use the add, multiply, the power function, the square root, then how to check if a number set is even or odd, then how to change from lowercase letters to uppercase letter, how to trim, how to change uppercase letter to lowercase letter, then how to duplicate column, how to add conditional column, then how to move a column from left to right or change position of any column we choose to change, and then how to extract characters and so many other things like that. So follow me through as I take us through this journey of Power Query. So I'm using an Excel data set for this particular presentation. I will click on import data from Excel. So I'm using the employee sample data, click open. Okay, TBL employee, that's the table we are using. Then click on transform table. So it will take us straight into Power Query. Okay, so welcome to Power Query. So this is our data set. It has up to how many columns? Up to 10 to 12 columns. So the data set is actually cleaned, but I just want to run us through how to use some little functions on Power Queries to work around our data set. So the first thing is, you see this full name, I want to divide it into two columns, like the first name and the last name. So how are we going to do that? Using the Power Query, just highlight your column like this, then go to split column, then click by delimiter, move it to one side. So other select or enter delimiter, since our values are separated by space, not by column or by comma or by equal sign, so we are going to click on space, and then you come here, click OK. So as you can see here, the first name and the last name. Then we can change the heading, just double tap on it to write first name, then here last name. So that's that. Then how to add, how to multiply, how to do all those mathematical functions. So let's use our annual salary for that particular function. So I like the annual salary, then come to transform, then you click on statistics. So I want to click on sum. What our sum function is going to do is all these salaries, all this annual salary paid out to employees is going to add everything together. So even if we have maybe if we have 60,000 rows in this particular data set, it's going to add all those salary together for those 60,000 rows. So and we are going to see the final outcome. So just click on statistics, click on sum. So it's going to sum all the annual salary. So we have this particular set of numbers. So this is the actual sum of all the salaries. So I want to undo it, go back. So go back to salary. So let's see some other things we can do using the, so then we can check the minimum salary. Let's check the minimum salary. That's the smallest salary in this salary set. So the minimum salary is 40,063. So let's check for the maximum salary. Go back to the salary, transform. The maximum, that's the biggest salary, is 258,498. So that's the maximum salary. So the next thing we're going to do is go back. Let's use age for this particular one. We want to use the power function and the square root function. The power function and the square root function. So you come to scientific, you come to power. So we come to square. That's the square of 55. That's 55 raised to power 2. So if you have any reasons to use square in your data set, so this is how you do it. You come to your transform, scientific, and then power. Under the power you have square, you have cube, then you have power. So you click on square. So the square of 55 is 3025, and other numbers were also squared too in the same h column. So let's undo it. So what other thing can we do under here? So the cube, that's 55 raised to power 3, 59 raised to power 3, 50 raised to power 3. So we have these numbers. Okay. So we can also find the square root of 55. We can find the square root and then convert it to whole number. So the square root of all these h sets. So click on square root. So this is square root. So what? This number is too long. Now we want to remove the decimals, convert it to whole numbers. So come here. This number, this 1.2. Click on it. Then click on whole number. So as you can see, so this is the square root of the age, the age column. Now I want to undo it. Undo it. Okay. Now, what if we want to find out if a particular set of numbers, if they are even or if they are odd? So how to find out if a number is even or odd? That's using the power query. So first of all, I'm going to duplicate this particular column so that it will be very easy for us to compare. So if you want to duplicate column, so you come to add column, you see duplicate column. So I've duplicated this column, this H column. Now let's go back to the original H column. Then let's move it so that it will be very easy for us to compare. Okay, let's put it here. Okay. Now, want to find out, like want the power query to help us categorize these numbers into even or odd numbers. So highlight your H column, then click on information, click on it's even. So as you can see, it's even. That's 55 is false, 59 false, 50 true, 26 true, 55 false. As you can know, as you can see that 55 is not an even number, 26 is even number, so that's why it's writing true. 59 is never an even number, that's why you are saying false. So let's undo it. Okay, then the same thing goes for is odd. Is odd. Okay, as you can see, 55 is an odd number, true. 59 odd, true. 50 is an even number, false. So and so on and so forth. So that's how to go about that. Then how to change letters from uppercase to lowercase. How to change our letters from uppercase to lowercase. So let's use our business unit for this. So how to change from uppercase to to lowercase. So we click on business unit, then we go to format. So format is here on add column. So click on format. So I want to turn this whole column to lowercase column. So click on lowercase. So all the letters there have been turned to lowercase. Then I can turn them to uppercase. As you can see, uppercase. Then I can capitalize each word. Capitalize each word. So this is it. I've capitalized each word. Then the next one here is trim. the trim cannot work here because this data set is already clean. Suppose when you have an unclean data set or a staggered data set, that's when this trim can actually work. And how it works is it will remove extra spacing, extra or undue spacing in your data set, so that it will give you an outcome of a cleaned data set. So the trim cannot work here because this data set is already ordered, is a clean data set. So let's undo all these steps here. Okay. So the next thing is how to move column. Supposing you have one or two reasons to move a column from one spot to the other. So you can move your column, just go to transform. So go to, supposing I want to move this first column, I want to move it to the last column by my right hand side. So click on end. So this column will be moved. As you can see, it has been moved. So I want to move it back to its normal position to beginning. Okay. Supposing I want to move it to, I just want to move it one step to the left, or sorry, one step to the right. As you can see, I've moved it one step to the right, then one step to the left. So that's how to move column. Or you can drag it like this. You can drag your column like this. As you can see, it has been moved. Then drag it back. So that's two ways on how to move your column. Then how to extract characters. Maybe if you have any reasons to extract any characters. Supposing I want to, okay, for this, let me use this first name. Supposing I want to first of all, I want to determine the length of each word in this particular column. Like this, Emily is 5 letters word. Theodore is 8. Luna is 4. This one, I think, should be 8 too. So how to find the length of each of these words in this particular column? So I will click on extract, then length. As you can see, 5, 8, 4, 8. So that's the length of each word. Go back. Then the next one, I want to use first characters. So how does this first characters work? If I want to keep the first three, I want to keep the first three letters of each of these words in this particular column. So this is what I'm going to use. So it's asking me how many letters they want to keep. That's the meaning of this box. So supposing I want to keep the first three letters. So that means for this Emily, I will keep EMI. For Theodore, I will keep THE. For Luna, I will keep LUN. For Penelope, I will keep PEN. So three. Okay. As you can see, we have our outcome here. Do. So the same thing, you can do the same thing for last letter, last characters. Suppose I want to keep the last two characters. Click OK. As you can see, the last two characters have been kept. Okay. So the next thing is we want to check how many numbers of rows are we even dealing with in this particular data set. What is the total number of rows in this particular data set? So click on transform, then you see count rows. Click on count rows. We have 1,000 rows in this particular data set. 1,000 rows. Yes. Then okay. Then one more thing. Under this salary, this annual salary. Supposing as an employer, I decided to add 5,000 to each of these my employee's salary, their annual salary. I just decided to add for 5,000, and we have 1,000 row in this particular data set. So that means I'm adding 5,000 in 1,000 different places. So that for this particular first salary, 141,604, I will add 5,000. This second one, I will add 5,000. This third one, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 till I will do that in 1,000 places. So that's a very huge task for me to do. So how do I automate this? So I will just highlight this particular column, go to my transform, click on standard, then click on add. Then I can add any amount I wish to add, 5,000. So if we change now, as you can see, the salary structure has been changed. The salary amount has been changed. So I can also decide to subtract, maybe my employees offended me. I want to subtract some amount of money from their annual salary. I want to remove 10,000. Click OK. So 13,000, 136,000 for 10,000 has been removed. So that's how to do that. If you want to multiply to, you do the same. Want to find a percentage, you do the same thing. Okay. So and then the last thing, the second to the last thing, we work on the date, the hiring date. Suppose we want to extract, this is the date which all my employees were hired. So suppose now I want to know the exact month. I'm only interested in knowing the exact month in which all of these employees were hired. So I've just highlight my hire date, then come to add column, click on date. Remember, I want to know the name of the month. Go to month, then name of month. Okay, so shift our bar, as you can see, April, November, October, September. Okay, now supposing I want to know, in a year we have 52 weeks in a year. I want to know which particular week of the year were they employed. So I highlight this higher date, click date, then week of the year. Okay, so this first employee was hired on the 15th week of the year, the second one 48th, the third one 44th. So let's do one more thing using the date. So I can decide to extract the year to a particular on a separate column. I want to extract the year on a separate column here. So this is the year 2016, 1997, 2006. Okay. Then last but not the least, I want to work on the annual salary. Okay, this annual salary. Supposing I want to create a benchmark that any employee that gets more than 70,000, let me use naira, maybe more than 70,000 naira is a senior employee, and any employee that gets below 70,000 naira is a junior employee. So how do I create such a difference using the Power Query? So if you earn 70,000 and above, you are a senior employee. But if you earn 70,000 and below, you are a junior employee. So how do I go about this using the Power Query? So just highlight your column like this, and then you come to add column, then you come to conditional column. So which row am I interested in? The annual salary. So is greater than or equals to 70. That's senior employee. So if it's less than 70, you are a junior employee. Sorry, it's missing P. Okay, so here we go. Senior employee. As you can see here, this one is junior employee, senior employee, senior employee. If you drag our bar down, we still see some junior employee, junior employee. So you can determine the conditions by your own set of rules. So that's practically how to use the Power Query. So all your steps are recorded on this far right side of the screen. So then before I go, you can duplicate your columns too. Suppose you have any reasons to duplicate any column. Suppose I want to duplicate this first column, highlight it like this, click duplicate. So the column has been duplicated here. Okay, so when you are done with your Power Query, you want to load it into your normal Power BI interface for further analysis. So go to the home ribbon, click on close and apply, close and apply. So we'll wait for it to load. It's still loading the data. Okay. So click here, table view. So you will see the different changes we've made to the original data set. Okay. So as you can see, senior employee, the date we extracted, the week of the year. So you can use that in your next analysis. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll be expecting my next video as soon as possible. Thank you.